Exodia! Obliterate!
Hey, what is up guys, it's DragonxDuelist here, and today I'm bringing you a replay of me using a pretty strange deck, I'd say. It is a Maha Vailo OTK deck, and for those of you who don't know what Maha Vailo is, it is a pretty old school card that came in, I believe, Structure Deck Joey from around 2002, the original one. And its effect is when it is equipped with an equipped card, it gains 500 attack for each equipped card equipped to it. And it already has 1550 attack. So naturally you're going to get a large amount of attack from the equipped cards that you put on it. So yeah, that's basically the goal of this deck, is to get out your Maha Vailo. And naturally you have cards to avoid attacks like Necrogarna, and you have cards to draw like Pot of Duality, and you have cards to search like Hidden Armory. And Torch Tribute is basically the only card that you have to like destroy your opponent's monsters. If you don't want Torch Tribute, I recommend using Raigeki. That's also a good card to use. But yeah, Battle Fader is obviously a good card because it helps you avoid those attacks. Unhappy Maiden is also another good monster for defending your life points. So right here on this turn, I'm using Cursed Bamboo Sword and equipping it to Battle Fader, only to use Golden Bamboo Sword, which is another one of those cards that you can use to draw off of. I'm using this to draw 2 cards, basically searching for the Maha Vailo the whole game. And once you have Maha Vailo in your hand, you're gonna want as many equipped cards as you can get. Mostly you're gonna want United We Stand or Mage Power or anything like that that already increases your monster's attack. Mage Power is definitely gonna help out because you're gonna have obviously you're gonna have all 5 of the spell and trap card fields filled. Sorry. And Mage Power just helps boost up Maha Vailo's attack even more, because it gets 500 for each spell and trap you control. So, and United We Stand gets 500, 800 for each face-up monster you control. So even if you only control 1 Maha Vailo, you'll still be getting 800 attack plus the 500 from Maha Vailo's effect. So yeah, basically what I did here is I kind of went for the same play, but instead of using the Cursed Bamboo Sword like I did last time, I used the Broken Bamboo Sword and equipped it to his Alexandrite Dragon, and then used Golden Bamboo Sword to draw those 2 cards. And I drew into Chicken Game. If you guys don't know what this card is, you really need to get on it, because it's I have a feeling that it's going to be hit soon enough when it gets to that shine, you know, where people will start using it in OTKs in real life or in tournaments or stuff like that. But its effect is when, well, the player with the lowest life points takes no damage. Once per turn during the main phase, you can pay 1,000 life points to activate one of these effects. You can either draw 1 card, destroy this card, or your opponent gets 1,000 life points. And neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. So basically you're going to be using that just to draw any card. Unhappy Maiden is another good way to avoid damage, because it's basically a Battle Fader, except it doesn't get special summoned. It only activates when it's destroyed by battle. So it's easy bait for your opponent to just attack into it, and it automatically ends their battle phase. And just like that, the battle phase is ended. I have 2,600 life points, and I draw into Maha Vailo. He uses Dragon's Rebirth, but that's not really gonna do much here. He's trying to get that White Knight Dragon, but that's not really gonna do much. So as you can see in my hand, I have a Hidden Armory, which I'm not gonna use because, well, I don't really know what I did, but Hidden Armory, the downside to this card is that you can't normal summon or set during the turn you activate it, so you might want to use the Hidden Armory before you get your Maha Vailo. But I already have really an established hand full of equipped cards. The Mage Powers and the United We Stands. That's gonna really boost up Maha Vailo's attack and allow me to win the game. As you can see, I put all the equips onto Maha Vailo, and it increases its attack a lot, and it is at 11,150 attack and 9,000 defense. So pretty much that's how it works. Your opponent, I attack his lowest monster, which is the Dodger Dragon, and he's gonna take a ton of damage, 9,000 damage. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the replay portion of this video. Next we're gonna go into the deck profile portion. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the deck profile portion of the video, and I'm just gonna show you the cards that I decided to use in this deck. So first we got 3 Maha Vailos. Of course, this is the main card that you're gonna be using for the OTK. You already know its effect, I just told you. 3 Necro Gardeners for defense, of course, obviously. Next we have 3 Card D, which is going to be your main monster draw. You just normal summon it, activate any spells or traps that you're gonna need for the turn, and you just go ahead and activate Card D's effect and pass your turn. So next we have 3 of the Unhappy Maiden, which is basically Battle Fader, but without the special summoning, so you have to normal summon it. Next we have 3 Battle Fader, of course. That's going to be the main guy, protect your life points as you try to search for the Maha Vailos in your deck. Next, for the spells, we have 3 Hidden Armory. If you don't know what this card does, its effect is send the top card of your deck to the graveyard and add 1 equipped spell card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And you cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this card. This was pretty much used when either the last format or the format before, when Snatch Steel got off the ban list. It was put right back on because Konami knows that that wasn't a good idea. Next we have 3 Upstart Goblin, of course. That's gonna be very good draws. Next we have 3 Golden Bamboo Sword. This is gonna coincide with your Broken Bamboo Sword or your Cursed Bamboo Sword. So if you have those on the field, then you can go ahead and activate Golden Bamboo Sword to get 2 cards from your deck to go ahead and draw 2 cards. Next we have 3 Pot of Duality. Of course, you're gonna need this. You won't be doing any special summoning during your turn in this deck, so the cost of it pretty much goes out of the window because you're going to be special summoning on your opponent's turn, and you're going to be special summoning a Battle Fader, so that effect goes out the window. 1 Broken Bamboo Sword, of course, and 2 Cursed Bamboo Sword. I don't run 3 because I feel like golden, 3 golden and 3 cursed is a little too much. You're gonna have more often than not, you're either gonna have Cursed Bamboo Sword or Broken Bamboo Sword. Or if you have just Cursed Bamboo Sword and you use it, you're gonna be able to search for Broken Bamboo Sword, and more than likely you're already gonna have golden in your hand, so that's why I don't run 3. Next, for the equip spells, we have 3 United We Stand. For the actual equip spells that increase your monster's attack, we got 3 United We Stand, and 3 Mage Power, which both of these cards are going to increase Maha Vailo's attack a lot, and it is going to help you with the OTK process. Next, we have, of course, 3 Chicken Game, which is another draw power in the deck. And lastly, we have Torrential Tribute, which can easily be changed out with a Brightgeki. Either one of those is fine. For the side deck, basically these are just cards you can just put in instead of some of these. You can put in 3 MFT because after further testing, I saw that if your opponent uses a spell or trap that won't allow you to attack, then you're basically kind of screwed if you don't have the MSTs. So you can just put those in there if there are any pesky spells or traps that you need to get rid of. 3 Fighting Spirit. This is basically United We Stand, just with 300 attack for each monster your opponent controls instead of having you control. And if the monster is destroyed by battle, you can destroy the card instead. So really works well. You can definitely use 3 Megamorphs because 9 times out of 10 your life points will always be lower than your opponent's. Especially if you have Chicken Game out, your life points will always be lower than your opponent's because you're always going to be constantly getting that draw and subtracting that 1,000 from your life points. And if you take damage, that'll be even better. So yeah, it can even double Maha Vailo's attack from when you already have the equips on, which makes it way worse for your opponent. So he basically can't get out of it. So you can use 3 Mist Body because it won't allow the monster to be destroyed by battle. Let's just say this is the only equipped card in your hand and you have a Maha Vailo, but you don't, and you have a Hidden Armory, but you don't want to use Hidden Armory yet because you actually want to normal summon the Maha Vailo. You can go ahead and use Mist Body on it, and not only will it gain 500 attack, but it also can be destroyed by battle. So you can sit on that for a couple turns until you get the right amount of equipped spells to go ahead and OTK. And finally, you can use 3 Wonder Wand because Maha Vailo is definitely a spellcaster type monster, and you can even send it to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. So yeah, that wraps up the deck profile and this video entirely. So let me know what you guys thought of the deck in the comments down below. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this. Let me know if you guys want to send me any decks or replays that you want me to look at or put on my channel. That'll be great. Yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see me do in the comments down below. But yeah, this has been your boy DragonxDuelist, and I'm signing out.